Hello, everybody out there. Welcome to the Late Cast. It's our first episode. Big moment for us.
Numero uno.
Number 1 episode. Hopefully more to come.
For sure, more to come.
My name's Kyle. This is Che. And we're just a couple of Laker fans. Just to put it out there, we're not trying to be NBA analysts or we're not going to talk a lot of numbers here. It's just basically two dudes that love the Lakers. And we're just going to talk about them. So if you want to kick it with us, have a chat about the Lakers, we're more than happy to have you come hang out with us. All right?
Laker Nation, baby.
Laker Nation. We're real excited about this year coming up. I think first things first, we just have to talk about LeBron.
LeBron to LA.
Big, huge, right?
Yeah, probably the biggest. Is it the biggest free agent the Lakers have ever gotten?
I don't know about that. Oh, Shaq.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But you know what? I think, at this time, it could possibly.
Yeah, in the last 10 years.
It's just it's the best player in the league.
Yeah.
And then to be able to get him was pretty impressive.
Because
when people were talking about it, I was like, nah, dude, it's not gonna happen.
No, yeah, I kept making sure, like, don't get your hopes up, don't get your hopes up.
Like inside, everyone who knows me is gonna be like, you're the biggest LeBron hater ever. But I'm like, inside, I was like, I don't have to worry about the situation because it's not gonna happen. Yeah. And then it happened.
No, I'm telling you, I thought it was about like a 30% chance, and I'm like, and then what's gonna be annoying is we're gonna get like that quick update. LeBron signs an extension with Cavs, and it's going to be over with.
We've been waiting so long, and then all of a sudden, LeBron didn't decide to come to LA. He's going to Paul George us.
The summer just ends quick.
Forget Paul George.
Yeah, should we dive into Paul George real quick?
Nah, you know what? Let's not talk about it, because it's just going to bring me down, and I feel good right now.
Yeah, he's...
So how do you feel? What's, like, the emotions? Like, what was your first reaction when you heard the news?
I'm not even lying. I was here... in my house, and I found out the news, and I drove all the way up to my dad's house blasting, you remember the Laker anthem? With, like, Cube and, like, 20 other people?
I always thought the Laker anthem was the DMX.
No, I'm telling you, there's like 30 guys on it. But anyways, I played that all the way up, and then we celebrated, jumping for joy.
You were that excited?
Oh, I was so excited.
I had no idea how to feel.
I was just excited the fact that, like, wow, like, we're relevant again.
Yeah, true.
Like, oh, we're going to the playoffs?
But, I mean, I feel like we were relevant. I feel like we were, like, the young core was being talked about. There was, like, a lot of good talent. Like, Kuzma was a surprise. So, they were being talked about.
Yeah.
And then the whole thing was LA just needs a star to get to the next level.
And then
so, like, for you, it was like, oh, we got the star. We're going to the next level. Yeah. It was that easy.
Lakers are always relevant. Just because they're the Lakers.
Oh, 100% true.
But, like, as far as, like, competitive, it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
We weren't close. Like, we were close from making, like, 8th seed. Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Four games in the playoffs is cool.
But, like, my thing is like, it's LeBron, right?
Yeah.
I've spent my entire life, like, hoping he'd fail. Like, as sad as that sounds.
No, yeah. Any Game 7 that he was in...
Like,
you were hoping he was going to lose. Any game winner that he took, you were hoping that he missed it.
And why is that?
It's just, what it comes down to is when, it's between the debate of who's the GOAT, and at the time, Kobe and LeBron were the best players in the league, and when you're a diehard Kobe fan, you're also a diehard LeBron hater.
It really is what it was.
It just comes hand in hand.
It used to make me so upset that, like, even to this day, when they talk about those, like, Jordan comparisons, and it's like LeBron and Jordan. I'm like, you guys keep skipping Kobe.
Kobe's always skipped.
Always. Never got the credit.
Always skipped.
Until, like, I feel like now he gets the credit. Like, there's a lot of people, a lot of people will give him some respect. But, like, until he was gone, that's when all the credit was actually, like, all the praises actually came out. I think so, yeah.
I don't know.
But here's my thing is, like,
people are always going to hate on Kobe.
That argument of, like, who's the best, like, I had to be so sold on Kobe that you had to be convinced I hated LeBron.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And especially this past year, like, when LeBron was really killing it, especially in the clutch, you were like, dang.
I'm like, nah, dude, don't do it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, please do not win. Because if you win by yourself, we're
true.
Never going to hear the end of it.
Never.
Like, it's not even close who's the greatest.
What's funny is all the Kobe haters that are going to be Laker fans now.
Right?
There's gonna be tons of
Right?
new Laker fans.
Everyone's accepted. Is everyone accepted? How do we feel about that? The new Laker fans.
They know.
They know who they are.
They know who you know.
And
who
you know
you are.
you know who you are too. The ones that were like
are.
there for a second when we were killing it, and then all of a sudden like I'm gonna become a Cavs or Golden State fan, and then all of a sudden like you're back. You know, get out of here, dude.
Get out of here.
You know who you are. I'm not gonna say any names, but you know who you are. Calling out right now.
Throwing shade like
Call
that.
outs right now.
Call them out. Call them out. Tag them in that, bro.
But I know it was weird for me because LeBron, like, you just spend your whole life wishing that someone like just wouldn't do well because if they did, then now your argument that Kobe's the greatest starts to kind of like lose its weight.
Oh yeah.
But now it's like he's a Laker.
So can you start saying like, oh, LeBron's the greatest of all time because he's a Laker now?
I think I love Kobe too much.
I love Kobe too much.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, especially like 09 Kobe and like you know what I mean? Like I remember 8 Kobe, but 24 was like my Kobe, you know what I'm saying? So like that's hard to like diminish so fast.
It's just so weird to me. Like it's still weird to me that LeBron's a Laker.
I love it.
I mean, it's awesome. Got the greatest player in the league.
You
still
can't go wrong
strange
with that. It was
like seeing the Laker jersey with like 20, like with him, like with his name on the back.
Yeah, that's still crazy.
It's still weird.
That's still crazy.
Excuse me. And if I like when I see him play, it's gonna be strange. Like you realize you're gonna go to a Laker game where you're gonna watch the Lakers on TV and they're gonna be like starting at small forward, and you're gonna be like, "What, LeBron James? Are you kidding me?" That it's just so weird. Like I can't say anything else.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. I'm telling you though, when he gets in there and he freaking jams
for the first time,
yeah,
like,
bro,
everyone's
gonna be like, ah, like you're just gonna go nuts.
I'm sold. Like
and you're gonna be sold.
LA.
I mean, I'm sold, but it's just that love for Kobe inside you. It's just like,
see, because now here's what's gonna happen. Guarantee it. This is what's gonna happen.
Speak it.
Before it's who's the greatest of all time, right?
Yeah.
Kobe, Jordan, LeBron. Now it's gonna be who's the greatest Laker of all time.
And
he's gonna be thrown into the mix.
That's rough. That is rough. That's a whole nother episode. That's a whole nother video.
I gotta now he's in that mix too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So LeBron, obviously the most, high profile, the most impactful pickup, but they picked up some other people too.
Yeah.
Right. So we got Rondo, JaVale McGee, Michael Beasley, Lance Stevenson. Am I missing anybody?
No, I think that's it.
That's it, right?
I got a name for him already.
You have a name for who?
I got a name for that squad, bro.
What's the squad name?
That's the Bash Brothers there, bro. That's like
taking it back to
the Mighty Ducks.
So
Bash
does that mean that Luke
bro.
Walton is Bombay?
He's for sure Bombay, bro.
Bombay, dude. Dang.
He's for sure Bombay.
All right, so another one that's very weird for me is Rondo.
Yeah.
A guy that I just couldn't stand on the Celtics.
Hated him.
Annoyingly great.
Yeah, because it's when you have a player that does everything right.
Yeah.
Everything right, makes the right pass.
And you know what? He's a chippy guy. He's a competitive guy. So he was that guy that was always talking or always, in somebody's grill. So that always frustrated you too.
He was like a guard with like KG's personality.
Yeah, like he's a talker, dude.
Like he just wants to like destroy you.
I love that he's a Laker though.
Oh yeah.
I think it's great for Lonzo.
I think that's the best pickup that we got from free agency.
Just because the impact it's going to have on like Lonzo, the young guys, the locker room. Yeah, I think so too.
And it's clearly evident that LeBron loves playing with smart players.
Yeah.
You put Rondo in there. I mean, we see what he did in the playoffs just past year, and he has a better team.
And that's what he's not like. It's not like he's washed up. He's done. Like he's not scrubbed by any means.
He's killing it.
Yeah, he's still good. He's still great. What do you have, like 25 assists in a playoff game or something?
Something stupid.
Yeah, something that like nobody does.
Yeah.
Like even when they're young.
Yeah, not even a YMCA that's happening.
It's not happening. You're not doing it.
Not even in the Y.
But I think it's awesome to see like a player like Lonzo, because Lonzo ideally like at his best will be a prime Rondo.
At his best, exactly.
Like that's what he's striving to be.
For sure.
So now you have the actual person that like you probably modeled a lot of your game after is like there teaching you. And then on top of that, like you sub out Lonzo, right? And you bring in a guy who plays the same way.
Yeah.
So the offense doesn't get impacted.
No.
Like your backup point guard doesn't slow you down. Or change the way you have to play. Like it's literally just let's keep it going.
It's gonna be. I'm telling you, this year is gonna be like, I think one of the most fun seasons we've had. I mean, obviously, way better than any season we've had in a while. But as far as like watching the game and the way like they're playing, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think so too. What about JaVale?
I'm not mad at that pickup at all.
I think it's a good fit for the team, a little more athletic.
Yeah.
I love Brook Lopez.
Yeah, I was, and the only thing that bugged me about Brook was his defense.
A little slow.
And I just wish he like attacked the hole more.
See, Brook Lopez to me would have been popping like 2001.
Oh yeah.
Like back to the basket, old school center. Like there was moments in those games where he would just take over in the post. Like no one could do anything. Like they couldn't stop him.
I guess what I'm trying to say is I didn't like that he worked from the outside in.
Yeah.
If you notice that, like he'd hit a three and then he'd just pump fake and take it. I wish he worked from inside out.
And then he'd get three happy at times.
He would. And like
it was like a catapult.
In like critical moments.
Yeah, you just throw that thing up there. And it was like the slowest jump shot I've ever seen in my life. I don't even call it a jump shot. He didn't jump much.
No, it wasn't. And I think
it literally looked like catapult.
I'm curious to see if he was probably one of the better shooters on the team, if not the best. If not the best, he was one of the better for sure.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's the athleticism of McGee. They don't need that anymore. Like they don't need. Mm-hmm. I think Brook Lopez was like when all else fails, let's just post him up and get a bucket.
Get a bucket.
You don't need that anymore.
No.
I think everyone's going to be okay with like scoring on their own. And also too, I think there was issues with like the money that they were going to give him.
Yeah.
You know, he deserves more than what like he's a good player.
He's a really good
player. So I think it was smart to get McGee. Also, you have a little bit more of a quick. I think he can guard more positions than Brook Lopez could.
For sure, 100%.
Yeah, a better rim protector.
Yeah.
And just an all-around, like, just better athlete. And more athletic.
What I think McGee is okay with, like, understanding his role.
Yeah.
Where, like, Brook Lopez, he's good enough where, like, he needs to be, like, a critical part of the offense.
Yeah, he's got to score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially to keep him happy. I had him on 2K.
Mm-hmm.
And he was always unhappy, bro, because I wasn't giving him the rock.
No, you could see it.
Yeah, because I was being a GM, like just trying to make a sick Laker team, like trying to go magic on everybody and Palenka, and he was always unhappy, bro.
You're like, I'm sorry, Brooke, but I just gotta.
I can't give you the ball, bro.
All right, so JaVale, we agree, but I don't think we're gonna say any of these are bad pickups. The only one the one I'm kind of unsure about, Beasley.
Yeah. It's like,
the savior of New York.
Like, what is he gonna do?
Beasley's just such a like. He came out of nowhere last season and had those like little streak of just like balling out. But here's my thing with Beasley: you ever like when you watch him play? If he touches the ball, he's shooting it
immediately.
There's no like. It's like not a. I don't think he passes.
He's gonna get his bucket.
He goes for it.
He's gonna get it.
I notice that every time I watch him, it's like he's in the lane, 4 people on him. Like here comes the spin move or something. Like I'm going up with this.
That's what I'm telling you, man. This is just a crazy bunch.
But it makes. There was times I think last season where no one could create on their own.
No.
Where you'd have those like those dry spells of no scoring, which would cause teams to be able to get back in it, or kind of cause them to pull too far away, and they couldn't really close the gap. So now you have a guy like Beasley who's just like, I'll take the whole team if I need to.
Yeah.
You know, and in moments he's almost like unstoppable. Sometimes he just gets in a streak and it's like.
I feel like a lot of people forget how good Beasley is.
Yeah.
And I don't even want to say used to be, how good he is.
Yeah.
And how good he was projected to come into the league. And obviously he had his struggles and whatever, but he can ball.
Yeah, it's true.
Flat out ball.
And then I think my all-time favorite pickup here. My boy Lance Stevenson.
Lance.
I love. Okay. The reason I love Lance Stevenson because I hated LeBron.
Yeah, and you knew he was gonna.
And he was the guy, man. He was the nemesis.
You knew he was gonna give it to him.
He was the one that was always bugging and playing the hard defense, no respect. Just let's go, and I appreciated that. Even last season in the playoffs.
Yeah, especially too, like when you can just like. What I like about Lance is there's no fear.
None.
Like a lot of people, like even, I don't want to say like respect is a sign of fear, but like some people like respect LeBron too much. Like, oh, I'm not gonna, shove him, push him, give him a hard time. Lance was like, dude, we're trying to win this game.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And I think that's so interesting and like, I'm so excited to watch them be on the same team.
Oh, it's gonna be
because you know there's like an underlying respect for each other. You know, like LeBron's like, I got to give to this guy. This guy's like playing hard. This guy's trying to get in my head. Like this guy's doing everything he can. Like he's a competitor.
Yeah.
And Lance is probably like, man, I try everything I possibly can, but I can't slow this guy down.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's a respect for each other, and when Magic was like, hey, I'm thinking about getting Lance, LeBron was like, yeah, do that. And you need that guy. Think about every good championship team or every good team. They have the enforcer. They have the guy that can go out and do the dirty work.
That's what I'm saying with this. Yeah. With these free agents, bro. It was like we got like just gritty and grimy.
Like
players.
I'm saying this right now. I will put these free agents we picked up in a parking lot with anybody in the NBA, and they're gonna walk out of it.
They don't want it. They don't want it, bro. They don't want it.
So, imagine getting a left hook from McGee. First off, it would take 30 minutes to reach you, and then when it did, you would just be incinerated.
Yeah.
You probably have a lot of time to get out of the way.
Hey, Rondo's scary.
Oh, he is scary.
Like
dude.
In another life, Rondo would be like some CIA assassin, bro.
And I feel like Beasley would just watch it all go down until he's absolutely needed.
Yeah. He's like, okay, you guys need a bucket.
He's like, let me come in and get this. So, okay, everybody being added, all the additions, all the new look. Realistically, what do you think the expectations are for the season?
My pick for the season,
Western
Conference Finals.
Western Conference Finals.
Western Conference Finals.
So you're saying they lose to the Warriors?
I'm not saying they lose to the Warriors, bro. I mean, by then, Boogie Cousins is going to be back, so I don't know.
So we don't know.
But Western Conference Finals for sure. Obviously, like, there's Houston, but I just think, like, 1v1, we're better than them.
Really?
Like, I think if you match it up, I think we're better. How that translate into a game, I don't know. But I have a feeling. I got LeBron on my team. I'm going to the Western Conference Finals.
I think there's an interesting matchup with Houston. One being Trevor Ariza's gone.
Thank you.
And Bamute's gone. So they lost some defense. Added Carmelo, so they'll be a little better on offense. They have another weapon, basically. I know people hate on Carmelo, but that dude's offensive, like, genius.
Yeah, Melo's ridiculous.
Yeah, like, so... But I do think there's some interesting matchups like Ingram and Kuzma. Those guys can cause problems for any team. So, yeah, I don't think it's too far-fetched to say that Western Conference Finals could be a possibility. And I don't think it's too far-fetched to say that they could take it to the Warriors.
I mean, just with the squad that we had some good games against them.
Yeah, was it 2 games went into overtime?
Yeah.
We go 1-1 too. Huh?
Did we go 1-1? Or
no, I think we lost both of them.
Yeah.
It was in overtime, though.
Yeah, but one game Curry played horrible, right?
Yeah, he missed every shot, I swear.
Yeah. I think he
that's never gonna happen.
Yeah, I think he broke the record for most missed threes or something.
Yeah, I don't know. He missed 9 threes or something. Yeah. But the team matches up, like Durant and Ingram kind of match up well, the length and the size. And then you just LeBron's there now.
Yep.
Kuzma gave it to him a couple of times.
Yep.
And Kuzma's a nightmare for any team.
Yeah, because
he's a pretty big guy. Like he's not like big, wide, but he's a tall, lanky guy, and he moves like he's a small guy.
Yeah, he's
gonna. You know what I mean?
If a three's guarding him.
Okay, hold on. That was some expert analyst talk right there. He's a big guy, but he moves like a small guy. Come on now. ESPN signed me. Come on.
Hey, replay that one more time.
He's a big guy, but he moves like a small guy. End quote.
I'm with that. I'm feeling it.
Yeah, no, that was genius, dude. That's why we get the big bucks.
Yeah.
Oh
man.
Yeah, so I think realistically, I think Western Conference Finals that's not too far fetched to say. Here's my only thing though.
Talk to me.
Every team has to have to take time to gel, right? They have to take time to learn each other's tendencies and become a cohesive unit, right?
I got it.
Do you think they start off strong? You think it's just, hey, we all know how to ball, we all just have fun, play together, or do you think it's going to be some growing pains?
This is what I think. I think you have young guys, and you brought in not the big dog, but the top dog.
Yeah, you brought in
the top dog.
That was good.
Let's replay.
That was good. He was saving that all day. He was like, I can't wait for this.
Listen.
Yeah, that was good.
You didn't just bring in the big dog. You brought in the top dog. And all the little puppies are going to follow suit.
It sounded better the second time you said it.
And all the little puppies are going to follow
suit. All right,
suit.
you lost me with the puppies.
No,
so it was good, and then you took it too far.
No, but this is what I'm saying, though. All the young guys, when you have someone like LeBron, you're just going to follow suit. Now, this is my prediction. I feel like Kuzma is going to make or break us this year.
Really? He's that big of an X factor.
In a sense, though, because Kuzma is he has that Kobe mentality.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure if that needs to be his role.
Oh, so you're saying Kuzma can possibly
Kuzma can go rogue. Yes.
You go rogue?
He can go rogue. But that's just a prediction, a little theory. That's what I think.
I get it, but I also think that you're missing Luke Walton's in the mix.
But do you think Kuzma's going to start? I don't think he's going to start.
You don't think he's going to start?
I don't think he's going to start.
Who would they start?
Because this is where we're forgetting KCP, bro. Oh, KCP's not coming off the bench. KCP's nice.
KCP is a great player.
We're going to have Lonzo at 1.
Lonzo, yeah.
KCP.
You think KCP starts at shooting guard?
Yeah.
Okay.
LeBron. Or you can even Ingram, LeBron, whichever. Is JaVale McGee going to start? Yeah, right?
He'd be center. I think Kuzma's going to start.
You think so? Over who?
Over KCP.
I think
KCP come off the bench.
No way.
Because if you have Lonzo at point guard, Kuzma shooting guard, LeBron a small forward, you run Ingram at your power forward, and then you have McGee at center. Either way, it's fine.
Yeah. Either way, we have LeBron James.
But then you have, because I feel like if you last season Kuzma. He didn't start the entire season, right?
Maybe a couple games.
But he basically was like the scorer off the bench.
Yeah.
Now you have.
I don't think his role's going to change.
Now you have a bunch of people off the bench.
I don't think his role's going to change.
So you think he's just going to come off the bench again?
He needs to come off the bench and get 16 points. 16, 18 maybe, but I don't think there's enough. There's not enough ball to go around for him to get 18 points.
Really?
I don't think so.
See, I'm going to go on a limb here. I'm going to say he's going to get 20 a game.
I'm telling you, he's 16 all day. They like Brandon Ingram too much for him to get more points.
But I think they both could get 20 if they want.
20. LeBron's getting 30.
LeBron could be.
So they're gonna
LeBron could
between the three players, they're going to score 70 points?
LeBron could be the facilitator, though, as well. You know what I mean? He can get into that mode.
Yeah.
And I think on this team, it's going to be beneficial for him because, we're talking about the Cavs here, but
yeah,
when Kyrie was on the team,
yeah,
there was those moments in the game where he could kind of take the foot off the gas pedal. Kyrie could carry him for a couple minutes, right?
Yes.
Last season we saw that wasn't the case. He had to do it all the time, and obviously it got too much for him. But now he has such a squad around him of young guys who can create on their own, who have good basketball IQ and well coached. I think that he can actually kind of take those times to just be I'm gonna pass it around and start facilitating and get a little break from the, taking everybody one on one or taking the whole team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if there's games where LeBron doesn't really break out for a lot of points.
I think that might actually happen a lot more than we think.
Yeah.
Basically, what my prediction is, I feel like everyone's going to follow LeBron. But I really think just because Kuzma's so good that he just has to play in his role right now. Mm-hmm. And I think there's a lot of – Brandon Ingram obviously is a huge – they want Brandon Ingram to be an all-star.
Yeah.
He's not going to be an all-star if he's averaging 16, 18 points. Not in the West. But they want him to be an all-star player.
Yeah, that's true. Ingram's honestly my favorite player on the Lakers.
Ingram's not my favorite player, but Ingram, before LeBron, he was the best player on the Lakers.
Yeah, I can see that. I think you could argue Kuzma last season.
I'm not entirely sold on Kuzma.
You think he's reached his ceiling?
No,
Like, you don't think he's gonna get any better?
I think he's gonna come back way better.
Okay.
I'm not sold on like. I just think because he was a late rounder or a late pick, that our expectation for him is so low.
It's like anything he did was
anything
good.
Anything he did was good because it's like, man, I can't believe we got this guy.
What a steal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's a good player. He's ridiculous. He's going to come back even better because, I mean, we see on his Instagram, whatever, he's just always getting after it. He's going to come back better.
Yeah. I think he was a great player.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying. Like, there was no, like, expectations where, like, Lonzo was like, oh, he better be this big star already.
But listen, though, if Lonzo stays healthy the whole season, Lonzo might have been the best player on the team.
Lonzo impacted the game.
The best basketball player.
Yeah, Lonzo impacted the game like crazy. Like, when Lonzo was out, you could tell.
Oh, you can
like,
tell
the offense
completely.
was insane. Yeah.
You can tell completely.
And defensively, he's so underrated. He was a really good defensive point guard.
He was killing it. And
I think he wasn't second in blocks.
I wish people would have realized, and if you watch and the effort that he puts on, I mean, he was, granted, what's his name was torching him, Damian Lillard.
Yeah.
But he was going toe-to-toe with him.
Yeah,
he wasn't backing down. He was going hard. I think he gave up like one play and he freaking shot a 3 from like half court and switched it. But dude, I'm a huge Lonzo fan.
I really like Lonzo.
I'm a huge Lonzo fan.
So huge. Speaking of Lonzo, the new jump shot. Do you like it?
If it really works in the game when he's under pressure and he's not gonna revert to how he's been shooting for 20 years.
See, that's my issue with it is, so another thing we have to say, if you just think we're two guys that don't know anything about basketball or don't play, you're wrong. Ask your local church about us.
Church league champs.
Ask your local gym about us. Like, we're pretty impressive when it comes down to the ball.
Let's just say this. If you thought the Lakers were a dynasty, check our church league record. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Check the record.
We have really brought more people to Christ through heartache.
Yep.
And pain.
Yep.
From what we've done on basketball court.
Yep.
No. No, what I'm saying is, it's muscle memory at a point, right? Yeah. You dribble, you do a crossover, you pull up, and it's just, I've been doing this forever. This is easy for me. I'm not thinking about it. I'm just shooting.
Yeah.
So now is it like, I thought to myself, like, what if I just changed my whole shot? I'd be thinking about it every time I shot.
It would literally freak you out.
So it's
It
coach,
would.
I'm not going to shoot it. I'm
freak
scared.
You out because you're just like, what is this?
Yeah, I'm a little concerned that in the moment it'll kind of mess up his groove or mess up the flow. I think he very well could just resort back to the old shot if it's like in the moment.
Lonzo, resort back to the old shot.
No,
bro. Don't mess with that new shot.
No, that shot didn't go in.
Don't mess with that new shot. You scored like 30 points against the Suns.
That was one game.
Killed it against the Spurs. Don't change the shot.
Time out. That was one game, and you said, listen to the last part of your sentence, against the Suns.
No, see, but that don't mean nothing, though.
It's the Suns.
But in Summer League, I was like, oh, it was Summer League. We'll see when he gets to the league. When he goes to regular season, oh, that was the Suns. Come on, bro.
You're saying that there's an excuse for every... He did it one time against the Suns.
Bro.
No, I'm not saying he's bad, but I'm like, that was one time against the Suns.
Yeah, and then he killed it against the Spurs. He hit like 3 threes.
But these are 2 games.
In clutch.
He was like 30%, I think.
You know what's my issue?
What?
With Stephen A.
With Stephen A?
With Stephen A. I got an issue with Stephen A. I got an issue. He's had some technical difficulties.
All right, so you were saying that Stephen A. said something about marketing?
He said that the Lakers putting out that video was great marketing.
Okay. Putting out the video. Oh, you're talking about recently?
Yeah, of the new shot. Of the new shot.
All right. Okay.
Why did the Lakers need to market that Lonzo Ball can shoot? He's not a shooting guard. He's not a scorer.
See, that's where I think people are getting confused. Is like everyone just wants someone, like everyone wants him to come in and score like 35 points a game. And I keep telling everybody, he was never picked up to be this like crazy scorer. He's picked up to run the offense. He was picked up because of the way he can pass the ball and the way he sees the game, his IQ.
You know what it was? I'll tell you what it was. Let me tell you what it was.
What was it?
The problem is that they were comparing him to Donovan Mitchell and Tatum.
Yeah.
Both scorers.
Both guys who had to score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a comparison that they were seeing all these guys kill it, and then, dude, like.
You know what's crazy is my wife was not a basketball fan.
Yeah.
Before me, basically. And she didn't really know much about the Lakers, but we watch the Lakers all the time, watch every game. And even she would tell me, I really like how he passes the ball so quick once he gets it and he passes it up there. And I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
Like, that's such a, like, she even sees, like, wow, that's different.
Yep.
People don't do that anymore. And I'm like, dude, like, if everyone could just be like, wow, that's a simple thing he does, but it's so smart. And if she can see how it affects the actual play and how the offense and everything.
Exactly.
Like, come on, guys. You know what I mean?
Lonzo Ball is not a scorer.
He's nice.
He's not a scorer. He is a legitimate. He's one of the best point guards in the league.
Whoa!
He's one of the best point guards in the league. He's one of the best point guards in the league.
Hey, I'm not mad at it.
Spoken here on, what's today's date?
Floor general.
Best point guards in the league.
Where does he rank then? Hold on, I have to get your breakdown of best point guards in the league. Give it to me right now. Where is he?
He's like 8.
He better not be like top. He better not be top 3.
No, he's like 8.
Okay, what's your number 1 point guard in the league?
My number 1 point guard in the league.
Who's your favorite point guard in the league?
Steph Curry.
All right, whatever.
Steph Curry's number 1 point guard in the league. This is a Laker channel, so we're not gonna.
Yeah. We're gonna get into it.
We're not gonna dive into
we're gonna get into it. Go ahead.
Then
who's your second?
Second, Chris Paul.
Wrong again.
Okay, Russell Westbrook's not an ordinary.
Westbrook is the best point guard in the league.
Okay.
Come
Russell
on, bro.
Westbrook is top 3 for sure. He's my 3rd point guard.
Russell Westbrook is the best point guard in the league. He averaged triple-double twice.
If he was getting them to like the Western Conference Finals, it'd be a different story.
Okay, put Russell Westbrook on the Warriors and then tell me what happens.
They'll probably go like 2nd or 3rd round out.
Wow, he's hating on Westbrook like that.
I buy into the stigma that they win because of Westbrook and they lose because of Westbrook.
I think I might be really biased. I just love him.
Yeah.
You know why? Because he reminds me of Kobe.
Yeah.
The intensity.
Granted, saying he's the 3rd best point guard in the world is not an insult.
To me, it was.
He's the 3rd best player in the whole world.
I'm like, nah.
No, he can't.
He's got to be first.
He can't. Disrespectful.
Westbrook is by far my favorite player in the league. Love him.
Yeah. How do we get to?
Well, we're talking about Lonzo, and then you boldly said he's one of the best point guards in the league.
He's like top 10 for sure.
How many point guards are there?
He's like 6. He's like 7. He's like 6 through 10.
Okay, Steph.
Okay,
Paul.
Steph,
Westbrook.
Paul.
Lillard,
Westbrook. Lillard.
Who else?
John Wall. Then Lonzo.
Why can't I think of any? Oh, then Lonzo.
No.
There's got to be someone else.
No, I can't think of anyone else.
I can't think of anybody right now for some reason.
Okay, my point is
but you really put him up there.
You're
putting him in that class with those guys.
I put him up half a tier down.
So realistically, you're saying this as of last season.
Yeah.
So this season, you're saying there's a possibility that we could be talking about him up with those guys.
Listen, it's a possibility that Lonzo Ball will be the orchestrator of the new Showtime.
You said that so dramatic right now, like it was like the boldest statement.
Like it was breaking news, huh?
Yeah, like you're just like, it could be. But this is my thing though. People nowadays,
yeah,
all they want to see is scoring.
Scoring,
right?
Yes.
So even if Lonzo averaged 27 assists a game, no one's gonna care.
He only scored 7 points.
Yeah, right.
He only scored 7 points and had 20 assists and 10 rebounds.
Yeah, but he only scored 7, and he missed 3 3-pointers. Yeah. Oh my god, you know what I mean? So we'll see.
We'll see. Enough about Lonzo.
I love Lonzo.
Yeah, Lonzo, you're the man.
And big baller brand all the way.
Mellow, Jello. So,
but I mean, I'm just really excited for the season. I think it's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm excited for next week when we get to do this all over again.
I'm super excited.
I don't know what we're going to talk about.
Well,
oh wait, the Lakers.
Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about.
That's what we're going to talk about.
You want to, real quick though?
Yeah.
Luol Deng buyout.
Oh, that's right.
The Luol Deng buyout was huge, not because of we lost Luol Deng.
Yeah, we're not going to miss him, I don't think.
No.
But we got some money back.
They, I forgot, one of the radio guys were saying that he should write a book,
mm-hmm.
and they're coming up with a bunch of different titles. And I came up with my own title. You want to hear it?
What is it?
Man Who Sits. You know, he's on the bench all the time.
I'll put like a ... and gets paid. Yeah, at the end.
And gets paid money.
Let me tell you how he made this much money without doing anything.
Yeah, I think they said he had like 30 starts or something.
He's a really nice guy. I heard he does like a lot of stuff for like other countries and stuff. Wherever he's from, he does like a lot there. Yeah. So I wasn't like I was never mad that he was getting that amount of money.
And he did a lot for the Lakers too by leaving.
Yeah, I was never mad he was getting that amount of money because I always knew it was like going for like doing something good. So I was like, yeah, whatever, just pay him. He's gonna do something good with it.
Charity.
Yeah, but so it's Klay Thompson, Jimmy Buckets,
Kawhi.
Who else in the mix? Kevin Durant,
KD.
Who else is in the mix in that? That's pretty much the top guys, right? The only ones that are available.
Yeah.
Who would you want?
Clay.
I think so too.
Clay all the way. Dropping Trey bombs.
Only real reason is I don't think Kevin Durant's it's a possibility.
Yeah, because how do you go from
that would be
just real quick? How do you go from you? So his rival right now is the Thunder, right? Because he leaves the Thunder, goes to Golden State. Mm-hmm. Now he's going to leave Golden State, and then his rival will be Golden State.
After you said it, it doesn't seem too far fetched that he'd do it.
He should do it. He already did it once. Just come to the
Might as well
Lakers.
keep going, man. But that would be weird. That would be like ultimate career suicide, dude. If he was like, come on, like if you make that move.
Yeah, but I feel like, put it this way, more than likely they're gonna win another championship, and more than likely he's gonna win another MVP. So it's like, what more do you want this man to do? Oh wait, come to the Lakers. That's what I want him to do.
That would be even weirder for me.
What does he do? Just keep winning at Golden State?
Well, I think that you get the three-peat. Obviously, like all the great teams have that. But if you do 4 in a row,
they might 4-peat.
That's another level, So I feel like that might drive them all to stay.
Yeah.
I just hope Klay doesn't.
Yeah, and
because Klay is I wouldn't say he's underrated. A lot of people know Klay's a good player, but he doesn't get the credit he deserves because there's so much talent there.
Yeah, he doesn't get that shine time.
Wouldn't he get like 60 points with like 4 dribbles?
Yeah, he doesn't get that shine time.
Yeah.
Klay's ridiculous.
Such a great player, like one of the best shooters ever.
I
just think he would fit so well with the Lakers, man. Yeah. Lakers need shooting.
Especially with LeBron.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because LeBron's just going to be crashing and then dish out, and you have Klay Thompson shooting.
And then he's a great defensive player, too. You got that two-way player, But also, that's another thing with buckets. I would be cool with either one. I don't know about Kawhi, because I just... Like, the whole thing with the Spurs was so weird.
Yeah,
and you just didn't see that ever happening with the Spurs. So
that's why
I question that.
Yeah, because, that's the perfect word. It was just weird.
Yeah.
Like there were so many different stories. It was just weird. And you're like,
what's happening?
Like, what's going on?
And then, all of a sudden, Kawhi's in Toronto.
Yeah, what a weird place to go.
Yeah. Toronto would probably be good this year, though. Because think about it, they don't have to play LeBron anymore.
Yeah, they don't have to play LeBron, but they got to play Kyrie and Hayward.
Yeah, Celtics and Philly.
And Scary Terry.
It's like Celtics, Philly, Toronto. That's the only East teams you have to worry about.
Yeah. Should we move to the East?
The Lakers?
Yeah. Because they were gonna try to divide California up.
So
what if we qualify?
I don't think that makes sense. We're not in the East. So that doesn't
what if we qualified to be in the East?
We should petition?
Yeah.
No. I don't want to be in... Forget the Celtics. What were we talking about?
We were just talking about Lakers, bro.
Yeah, but we were talking about something else right now. Oh, we're talking about the prospects.
Yep.
Like, who would pick up? Yeah, Clay's obviously the best option.
Clay.
And the most realistic, I think.
Clay, Jimmy Buckets.
Or Jimmy Buckets. I think that's a good two-way player as well. I think he's very underrated. His numbers are crazy.
He's more underrated than Clay is.
Yeah, absolutely. I like him. I just think I like him as a player. I've always have. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to be like, Kawhi Leonard, don't come to the Lakers. Like, come on.
Hey, what if Dwayne Wade comes to the Lakers?
I wouldn't be mad at it.
I wouldn't be mad at it at all.
Dwayne Wade's a legend.
Legend.
But isn't he already going back to Miami?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he is. I saw him. Did you see on Instagram he's playing like a pickup game like at a random like gym with like normal people? Normal people. Like,
what's not a normal?
I mean, like not a
First
freak
of all,
athlete. Like,
what is he? If
he's not a normal. No, he's not normal. You kidding me? The Flash, dude. Come on.
Yeah, he's so. He jammed.
He's a superhero, dude.
He jammed it on him.
Oh, the dirtiest. Like he wasn't holding back.
No,
he was. You could tell he wasn't playing full speed.
He was embarrassing.
That was messed up, man.
Yeah.
I better not see him in the gym.
Come get it.
Nah, I'd be like, you know what? You go right ahead, dude.
Yeah, I would too.
How cool would that be, though?
To play.
To say you got to play a pickup game with Dwayne Wade.
Kobe, where you at?
Imagine playing a pickup game with Kobe.
Bro, Kobe wouldn't even step on a court.
You know what I would do? I feel like I would talk like a lot of trash to Kobe just so I could see him take it to the next level.
Yeah.
And like see how it is in real life.
He's probably elbowing you straight to the dome and just dunking it.
No, I don't think so. I think he just really like cook me and then be like, all right, like, and then talk and then like. I just want to know what it feels like to be helpless, like a lot of those defenders were when he was playing.
Yeah.
Like some of the facial expressions they would make. Like when he'd hit a shot, they'd just be like, dude, what do I do?
The best is when you see the bench.
Yeah.
And then they're just like defeated, brother.
Yeah, it's like, what are we going to do against this guy? It's probably how you feel when you guard me at the gym.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. For like the three people that watch this.
Yeah.
We're going to get a 3-on-3 game going.
Yeah.
We'll pick up one person.
Yeah, we'll pick up someone else. Hey, we'll get your dad to play.
Yeah.
Hey, watch out for his dad, dude. One-handed three-point shot in the corner all day. He's not moving. He will not move from that spot.
He don't play games, bro. He don't play games.
3-on-3, we're taking anybody. All right. You know what we didn't talk about?
What didn't we talk about?
I think it's worth mentioning. Mo Wagner and Mikhailo.
Yes, this draft. I really like those players.
We did such a good job. In the spot we were at, we did such a good job.
Yeah.
I think that Mikhailo, we need shooting, and he's already probably one of our best shooters on the team.
Yeah, we literally, pulled a rabbit out of a hat.
Yeah, that was such a good pickup.
I feel like it's like everyone forgot about these guys.
And you lost Randall.
See ya. Nah, just playing. Randall killed it at the end of the season.
Yeah, he was a great player, but I think that Mo Wagner can be that. He just probably has to get a little more strength. It takes a while to get that strength. Randall was there, 2 years?
Yeah, it took him a while actually.
To get that NBA strength.
Yeah,
but he's a better shooter.
Mm-hmm.
So if he can piece that all together, have that post, that low post, the strength, and then have the shooting. He already has the shooting now, but even the outside shot's great for him.
Yeah,
I think he could be a beast too.
Yeah, it's exciting, man. We got a lot to.
It's fun to be a Lakers fan again,
bro. It's so fun. For a while, I was looking like this for 4 years, 5 years, looking like Lakers zombie fan. But,
there's a Luke Walton bobblehead.
Yeah, we might have to talk about. Actually, Luke's on this side.
Is he on this side?
He's on this side.
Luke's on this side, and I just want to point that out because we respect you.
Shout out to Luke. You're the man.
Yeah, love Luke Walton.
Anyone who ever thought about firing Luke Walton, get out of here.
Did anyone think about that?
Well, yeah, they were saying because
they were talking about it.
Because LeBron coming over, they were saying maybe Fizdale, maybe a guy like Mark Jackson. Please don't. Please don't.
I don't mind Mark Jackson. I love Luke Walton, but I don't mind Mark Jackson.
Please don't. I don't even like him on commentating, bro. Nah, just
personal.
Nah. Yeah, no, I'm just.
He has some personal vendettas against a lot of these guys here.
I'm just playing.
All right, so basically, in a nutshell, today Lonzo is one of the best point guards.
Yeah,
in the league.
Lonzo's MVP next year, bro.
No, this was fun. We're gonna do this again next week.
Yep.
Talk a little bit more Lakers.
Yep.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for
all
listening.
who do.
Yep.
And we'll see you next time.
And if you're watching this on YouTube, question of the day: let us know how far you think the Lakers are going to go this season.
Where will they end up? Expectations for the Lakers.
Leave it in the comments below.
Yep.
Like, subscribe, for all Laker.
Do all that.
For all Laker news, follow us. And also follow us on Instagram at LakeCast.
At LakeCast.
Yeah, we'll put that in the link below too. And for all you...
Yeah, eventually the goal of this is to have everybody kind of chiming in and just hanging out and talking Lakers.
We want to have a really, really cool community of Laker Nation fans.
Yeah.
Lake fans.
Have some fun together. That's really what it is.
Let's just talk some Lakers.
Thanks.
Peace out.
Peace.
May the force be with you.
Always.